Hi ladies and gentlemen, whoever is watching my video. Today, this video is going to be on tool maintenance on my vacuum pump. Unfortunately, my pump decided to pretty much stop working. So if I kick it on, all we're hearing is the motor. We're not hearing the pump. Unfortunately, when this pump was made, I bought this in 2000. So I mean, this was brand new in the year 2000. My first year in the field, I bought this. I figured this was a tool I needed, not realizing every company I worked for was going to provide me with one. So what ended up breaking on this is the coupling piece that's down here. Unfortunately, they made it of plastic. So we're going to be taking the pump apart to change, or actually install, a brand new coupling from Yellow Jacket. This is a 93047 drive coupling for Yellow Jacket. Let's see, do I get a date code on my motor from when this guy was manufactured? Hopefully I'm not dumping all the oil out all over this table yet. MFG 01, so maybe I bought it in 01, I'm sorry. But I bought this when I first started. It wasn't that long out of school. I'm not sure how to break all that down, but stand the pump back up. First things first, for the repair on this pump, we're going to have to get the oil out of it. So let's put this here. Let me grab a container to drain the oil into. I'm just going to use an old paint container. Usually, for what I'm about to do, I would prefer to run this until it's hot. The problem with that is I can't run this till it's hot, but I want to also point it on a downward angle to allow the oil to come out of my pump. This is good to do. Everybody recommends doing it every time you use your vacuum pump. Every time is an overkill, depending actually, because if you pulled a big vacuum on a system that was very contaminated, change that oil. Like I'll show you this oil. This oil definitely needed to be changed. The last time I used it on a system that had a compressor burnout. I mean, my company provides me with a pump. This is my pump, my personal pump. I don't use any of my company stuff if I ever help any buddies out. But if you look at the oil, you can actually see that grimy stuff in there. Some of it could be dust from the container, and some of it can just be from the pump. That's a project coming up. In the comment box, let me know. Do you want me to put this on this channel, or I should put it on my other channel, my Bill's Tool channel, which is a DIY channel? Because this really, yes, it's HVAC, yes, it's refrigeration, but I'm really not considering this repair an HVAC repair, so that's why I was thinking about putting it on my other channel. Also, I'm about to do a repair on this leaf blower. Should I do that on the HVAC channel or on the Bill's Tools channel? So I'm giving you guys the option. Comment in the comment section and let me know if you want to see me do this small engine repair on this channel, or if not, I'm just going to do it on the Bill's Tools channel because that's my DIY channel. This is an HVAC repair, even though I'm not officially doing an HVAC repair here, because this is an important tool for all of us. I mean, this is an awesome pump. My company still gives these 6 CFM pumps to guys. I know there's all these different fancy pumps on the market. As far as I'm concerned, I think Yellow Jacket is like the Mercedes-Benz of refrigeration tools. You all could think I'm wrong. I respect that, because opinions are what matter. But I mean, if you look, we're coming to a drip, but I still have oil up in here. I think it might be trapped. And this is why I prefer to heat the pump up and then drain the oil. This on the side. So these 4 bolts here are what's holding this motor onto our pump, because it goes through and it fastens into our pump. So we're going to start by just removing these 4 bolts. Must be a piece of garbage on this. It's not allowing it to sit all the way down. These are around the shop tools. I really don't use these. You don't see me using these tools in many of my videos. I prefer the Connects from Malco. I used to use Klein's all the time. And the final bolt, this is coming off. I see no reason to replace the pump because of a broken copper. I'm a mechanic. I fix everything. I believe in repair, not replace. A lot of guys believe in replace, but I mean, here's our motor. Here is our transmission. And then there's the other end going into our pump over here. And I'm making the pump move as I do that. That's all we're driving on that to make it go up and down. Okay, here's our coupler, which came right apart, which they say it could work on my pump. This was operating, as you can see, it was operating through these spindles connecting onto here. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm removing this piece here. See if we're going metric or what. But we're going to be removing this whole piece, replacing it with this piece. And again, I'm going to have a plastic piece in the middle. Come on, yellow jack. Oh, it's like rubberish plastic. I'm wondering if this was like a soft before it got destroyed. So let me hit that with a little spray. Where's this one? Let's hit that with a little spray. I'm wondering if I'm going to need like a gear puller to get this off. Because now I'm pretty much going to be having to pull this off the shaft, it looks like. Wrong size. Okay. And it moves. And it came right off. Perfect. I'm going to clean that shaft up. Since I'm here. Let's just stand this like this. Put it so it faces the camera so you guys could see how I'm doing this repair. I don't have the space I need and this guy keeps moving. Okay. He wants to get tight and stubborn. Let's give him a little more spray. Also spray by the shaft. And he moves. Okay. So this is almost just like doing a blower motor. My first time having to change the coupler assembly on my pump. Wondering if there's anything wrong with my pump end on this. That it's broke the coupler, or if that was just from age, that it just snapped. If it's just from age, doesn't really matter. Now you need to find the flat end right there so you can lock this on. Yep, that's the spot right there. Okay. What I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to try to line up the markings on the shaft. You probably don't need to, but it's not. There we go. I was afraid he's going to start cross-threading. It's the last thing I want. I'll do it. I give him enough money. Okay, so now that we've done that, before we put it back together, let's oil our ports. Since I'm not in this section too often, I don't have to take my pump apart that often. I think this is the third time I'm oiling this in however long that I've had it. Okay. But I don't want too much of a gap here. Line it right up. Boom. Okay. As far as this gap is concerned, I'm okay with this. I could even tighten it up now. Things first, we gotta reattach the motor. Okay. Little spray is always good for each rod. I always like to go by hand, get things started. I have some spray right on the table. Just imagine how much oil would have spilled out of this pump if I didn't take the oil out first. Okay, I recommend if you have to do this, do it how I'm doing, straight up and down. So this way you don't have gravity causing your motor to sag. Okay, and again now I'm starting to have problems gripping. I was going to put this video on my other channel, Bill's Tools. I figured this is more HVAC related than just tools. This is an actual HVAC tool repair, which we need to maintain our tools to make sure that we can work. Without the tools, we cannot do our job. Okay, so that part is sort of done. I've tightened the motor back on. And okay, as far as I'm concerned, the coupler is good. I need to look up further to know if they actually want the coupler touching each other, but what I don't actually like is the coupler is against the metal there. I'm afraid if I leave it how it is, it's going to actually rub as it runs. I don't want that, because I'm not going to get leverage. I didn't break the ball, I loosened it. Good. So now, let me move it up. I'm going to put it almost together. And this is how I'm getting leverage, because this little bar here is so hard to get leverage with. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a wrench and grabbing it, and the wrench is adding leverage. Okay, good. To this. You gotta be careful sometimes because you'll snap that ball right off. Well, okay, so far this is looking pretty good. Now let me just add a little pump oil decided to come on out. So we had a little bit of a spill. Not like I care. I was expecting it to be worse. That spill might be. Wonder how this primered wood is going to hold up. For now, put that there. Pump. I wanted to get all the oil out. I got more out. I guess I had oil stuck on the upper part of the ballast. Even though I would think it would drop all the way down. I like to keep my pump clean. That's why it looks the way it does. I clean it quite often. Like I said, it's not my work truck. It's not bouncing around all the time. Okay. So now I'm going to put some oil. Hope this piece comes off. Okay. A little bit of oil in the back. Let's get the container with the oil back up here. So I still believe I have some oil left in here, especially if it's sort of pouring out. I fight with a cover and a screen, that's going to slow it down. Yeah, that stuff is nasty, what's coming out of it. Hopefully my pump didn't seize. I find it strange that so much oil was trapped on the top of the piston. Look at this. That's what just came out, that brown spot. So I'm going to find out if my old pump is seized and if that's what led to the coupler busting. That very well could lead to that coupler busting. Get a few rags. Before I start filling this back up. Some of this stuff. Just raise it up high. Okay. Back to the ammo can, freight really cheap. Some toolboxes. See what comes out now. Right now, this one is save answer on. One of those is you want to think of the front while it throw again. And boy, oh, that's the around about this thing. And then that's burn. Oh, this is there's no equal. Okay. What? As I say that. Okay, that went right through. It looks like it's pushing crap with it. It looks pretty clear. Okay. I think we hopefully purged all the crap out. Let's give it a second. Most of it to work its way to the bottom. Alright, well, I'm gonna just try to start this. Like I said, we're just gonna fill the pump up. I'm going to be changing the oil in this pump really quickly after this one. After what I just saw come out. It's going to take the whole container. I'm hoping that I can get this pump to work. I'm hoping that it didn't seize and the motor kept running. It looks like now it's starting to level out. My gas ballot. Let's open this. Okay. Let's put this on top. let's close the valve. Nope, pump works. So I know the pump did not seize. Put the air back in. My valve works really good. As you can see, I went right into a vacuum. Not connected to anything. So what I'm going to do now, let's close this up. I'm a little overfilled with oil, yes. But let's see. Back the pump up for a second. Back the camera up. Okay, so far. I'm gonna deep vacuum. This thing pulls fast. Okay. That oil, you can already see it's getting dirty. This is letting air, that's moisture. Just getting, there's some air getting in through the gas valve. Like right now, the gas valve's open all the way. You can see the oil moving. Okay. I'm going to drain it down until it gets to here because I have too much oil in my pump. But at least I'm getting this oil to get a little dirty. Close it up. So now it's only pulling from what's inside my hoses. Alright. Turn that off. I always close this valve. Move this real fast. Really disgusting oil here. I'm not going to have enough oil to refill it, so I'm not ready yet to fully drain because I want to let this run. My pump just internally relieved itself. from its vacuum. So that means this pump can't hold itself in a deep vacuum. That's okay, as it internally relieves itself. Also remember, I opened up here and allowed air in through the gas. So that could have been part of that. Let's add a little more oil. I'm going to buy even more oil tomorrow. Okay, let's add a little more oil. You feel you always want to just have it to the line. As it runs, it's going to go a little higher, but you want it filled to the line. And I don't know if I have enough in here for a fill to the line. But that's okay. Alright, it's almost there. For oil, it's going to have to be dumped. And this is why after you do a contaminated system, you want to change your oil. You can see how dirty and nasty and disgusting that is. Okay, so now this system is full again of oil. I'm Bill, the HVAC hacker. Thanks for joining me on my Yellow Jacket pump repair. I'm happy that I'm not replacing a tool. I'm the kind of guy I want to fix things until they don't work no more. I'm a service tech, I mean, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. As you can see, I open that, I'm pulling a vacuum. I can't pull a good vacuum, but I'm pulling a vacuum because I actually have air going in. But my finger's sealing it, and I pulled right down into a vacuum. I'm Bill, I'm the HVAC hacker. I'm out. Till next time. Hope you had a great weekend.